Hi guys, welcome back to another unboxing. Today we've got the Hornby M7 in the Southern livery. Product code R2503. So obviously this isn't a new model, but it's one that I just recently acquired on eBay. As you can see, like the packaging, it's not a brand new model, but yeah, it's Southern Rail M7 number 357 in the Southern Rail sort of olive green. So looking at the box, other than the sort of wear and tear, it looks pretty nice really. See, it's DCC ready, which helps. And when you go to the back, it's got all this information just about the history of the engines. A nice little photo there. So yeah, if we take this sleeve off, we've just got the normal just Hornby sort of style boxing, particularly their sort of older style boxing. And then we can take the engine out here. So it is the sort of styrofoam sort of box that Hornby used to well release all their engines in. We've got the maintenance manual here. Probably nothing too special in here. Oh, actually, it does tell you how to and where to apply all the little hoses and stuff that go on the front buffer beam. Because as you'll see in a minute, I think there's quite a lot. One issue though regarding the decoder is, from what I've seen and what I've heard, it is very tricky to sort of put a decoder in and work it around all those wires. So that's something I'm going to have to work out when I come to it. But let's take the engine out itself. I think this is okay. Yeah, that's just the sort of protection sleeve that they offer to protect the decoder if you put a DCC decoder in. So taking the engine out, we've got the front coupling that's not attached. You can attach it if you wish. Okay, so I've taken all the packaging out of the way just to sort of focus on the engine, but yeah, as you can see, it's the finish on it is really nice. If we start from the front and work our way to the rear, we've got the nice sort of buffer beam with the number on it. Let me try and line that up for you. We've got this nice little coupling here, which I should actually sort of have flipped over the front there. I'll do that later. You can obviously, under there you can attach the sort of coupling if you're wanting to have the coupling at the front, but I think it is just when you put it back in the packaging. Yeah, I just checked that the packaging comes very sort of close to the front of the engine, so close in fact that I don't think the coupling actually fits on while it's in the packaging, which is slightly annoying, but what can you do? Yeah, we've got the brake hoses, oh no, sorry, vacuum hoses, and then we've got all the nice little detailing on the front. We've got the brake rods down here, which is a nice touch, the fact they come all pre-fitted. We've got the nice sort of pinstriping all around the boiler and on all these sort of other external parts. We've got this nice little bit of copper piping here. The detail on this is pretty insane, to be honest. We've got all this detail up here. And then when we come back here, you can sort of see in there's a lot of cab detail inside as well, even though it's quite tricky to actually see in there, but it is still detailed. So that's quite a nice touch. We've got the coal in the back, which I think looks quite good. Some of the Hornby engines, the coal sort of is quite, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. But that one looks quite nice. And at the back, yeah, we've got the same sort of detailing, number on the buffer beam. And yeah, obviously, like I've said before, this isn't a new model. It's just one that I've wanted for quite a while. I just like this sort of style of engine, and especially in this livery. So let me just zoom in and sort of show you a bit closer the detail on this engine. It is a really nice engine, especially if you've got a sort of a big southern sort of, I guess, collection. I think it would fit really nicely in there, especially with the sort of Hornby olive green coaches, which luckily I have a few of. So yeah, let's go and put it on the track and see how it looks when it's running. Okay, so got the engine on the tracks. Let's just check out how it runs. It should be working fine, but obviously when you buy an engine second hand, there's always a bit of risk, but it seems to be working okay. You should be able to see it coming into shot just over there. Just turn this around for you. It will probably need a bit more just sort of solid running time just to get it completely sort of just back into working order, I guess, because I have a feeling it hasn't been run for very long, or well, recently, sorry. But it seems to be working going forwards, so let's stop it when it comes around here and put it into reverse and see how it does that. Okay, let's put it into reverse, see how it does. Oh. Okay, I need a little bit of help getting started, but seems to be working okay. Okay, so it seemed to be running fine-ish on its own. So I'm going to stop it when it comes around this way and attach some coaches up to it and see sort of how it pulls them. Okay, so I've hooked up to the Southern M7 coaches, the olive green ones, and it shouldn't really have a problem sort of pulling these, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily do a pulling power test on it, just because realistically an engine of this size, you're not going to be pulling sort of big sort of, I don't know, trains with it. You would do that more with that West Country class or something. So just going to see sort of how it does with these, and then yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I do think if you get this engine, you have to get these olive green coaches to match. I think that's sort of a must, really. The front one, as you can probably tell, has been weathered by Lineside and Loco. I think they do have a website, but they're mainly eBay based. If you like the look of that. It does seem to have a bit of a problem over there with the points, but other than that it seems to be running okay. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. It was just a quick sort of video, really, as I guess it's not too sort of big an engine to really talk about, but yeah, still a very sort of nice engine, and one that I'd highly sort of recommend. It's sort of, I don't know, it's sort of a very good loco if you're wanting something not as sort of big as that West Country class or something, but not sort of just a little sort of tank engine, so it sort of bridges that gap quite well. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If there's any sort of requests or anything that any of you in particular sort of want to see, then feel free to sort of comment down below or message me. Really, I now have a Facebook page, sorry, and Instagram and Twitter, so feel free to message me if there's anything sort of in particular that you'd like to see. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you have, because there's sort of a lot more content coming out. But yeah, I'll just leave you with a few sort of outro shots of the engine.